#1 promotion group.
Shout out to my man DB Raxx. It's your boy B Hooks. Keep getting it, man. Peace.
We just want to celebrate you because you got a beautiful career and multi-talented. So let me ask you, what was your first big break?
In which career?
Okay, well, let's take it back to, did you start in music first?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you started in music and you played the bass guitar, piano.
Yeah, I play everything, but I toured as a bass player and a vocalist. And I started touring at really young, probably like 16, because I graduated from high school really early, so.
So you're a genius and a musical genius and an actress and a genius.
I do my best.
So how did you even get into playing music and touring with bands?
Well, I mean, it's kind of strange. I mean, my uncle, my mom's brother, he was a jazz musician, so he's always played and he's always taken, all of his nieces and nephews and kids in the studio. And I picked, my sister and I we had to take piano lessons starting at 3 years old. So we always played. It's something she kind of moved more away from and I moved more toward as I got a little bit older. And so I started picking up other instruments and it came really easy and natural to me. So he used to take me in the studio with him all the time just to watch all the jazz musicians get together. And I remember going in at about 11 or 12 on a session, and next door to that session in another room was Bootsy Collins and George Clinton and all of Parliament. They were recording in the same studio. Wow. And I wandered over there and I just kind of sat down, and I don't think they noticed that I was even in the room for 2 hours. And I was just fixated on Bootsy and the bass and all that. And he walked over to me once they discovered that I was there. And, you're a 12-year-old little girl, you're standing there in awe. And he said, I'll tell you what, he had a bass in his hand and it was a Fender Precision fretless.
Okay.
He said, if you can learn to play this, you can keep it. And I was like, got it. Wow. I took it with me. 2 weeks later, I played almost all of the stuff that he played on those records in 2 weeks. And he gave me the bass. It's a classic. It's probably worth, I don't even know how much. I don't play it anymore, but I still have it to this day. And so it kind of progressed from there. I just started meeting people in Ohio. Everybody's a musician. You got Roger Troutman and Zapp, all of them. So once they realized that there was a girl that could really play more like the men played, but in a skirt and heels, that's better. So one tour came after another in succession pretty quickly.
So you went on tour as a teenager? I
did.
Wow, that's very, very impressive.
My mom had to go with me, I was too young to, half the places I couldn't even get in. But, you know what I mean? The only reason I could is because